Hi, I'm Ellen, and I'm so glad that you're joining me. Today, I'll be guiding you through a short meditation called Turning Down the Volume. This practice is especially helpful if you're living with chronic stress, pain, anxiety, or lingering symptoms from illness. From a neuroscience perspective, when the brain senses threat, it may amplify sensations, thoughts, and emotions, almost like turning the volume knob way up. The goal of this meditation isn't to make anything go away, but to help your nervous system recognize safety so the brain no longer needs to shout. So let's get started. Taking a moment to arrive in whatever way feels most supportive for your body today. You might be lying down, seated, or gently propped up. There's nothing you need to change or get right, just allowing yourself to land here. If it feels comfortable, you can let your eyes gently close, or you can always keep them softly open. Maybe you're resting your gaze on something neutral. Before we move into the visualization, let's spend a little time with the breath. Not to control it, but to offer your nervous system a few clear signals of safety. When the brain senses safety, it becomes more flexible, more open to new possibilities. So let's begin by simply noticing your breathing as it is now. No changes yet, just noticing the natural rhythm of your inhale and your exhale. If it feels okay, it might be helpful to bring one hand to your belly and one hand to your chest. As you breathe in, gently inviting the breath down into your belly, just allowing the belly to soften and expand. And as you breathe out, letting the belly fall back toward the spine. And there's no need to take a bigger breath. We're just allowing the breath to be a little slower and a little deeper. Breathing in through the nose if possible, and out through the mouth or nose, whichever feels easiest. Each slow exhale sends a message up the vagus nerve to the brain. It's okay to soften. There's no immediate danger right now. If it helps, you might imagine the exhale being just a bit longer than the inhale. That longer exhale is especially calming for the nervous system. So as your breathing finds its own rhythm, notice if there's even a small shift. Maybe a little more space, or a slight easing somewhere in the body. You might notice your head feels a little softer, the forehead smoothing out. Maybe you notice the muscles around your eyes easing just a little bit. Maybe your neck and shoulders realize they don't need to hold so much right now, allowing themselves to drop and simply relax. From this place of a little bit more grounding, we'll begin. So, in your mind's eye, bringing to mind something that's been feeling loud lately. It might be a sensation in the body, a repetitive thought, or an emotional tone. And you're not diving into it. You're just acknowledging that it's here. And imagine that this experience has a volume dial, not on or off, just a dial. And gently, without effort, see if you can turn the volume down just a notch or two. Nothing dramatic. Even a 5% shift is meaningful to the brain. And if the sensation or thought stays the same, that's okay. What matters is that you're noticing it from a place of steadiness. This is important. When the brain realizes that sensations can be observed without danger, it begins to calm its alarm system. So you might silently say to yourself, "This is uncomfortable, but it's not dangerous. I can be with this." Now return your attention to your breath or to the feeling of support beneath your body. Just let it know it's okay to settle in its own time. And each time you notice the volume creeping up, you can gently turn it down again. Not by force, but by presence. So take a few more breaths here, allowing things to be exactly as they are. Maybe taking a quick scan of the body, seeing if there's been any shift. And if not, that's perfectly okay. This takes practice. And today you met the sensation, thoughts, and emotions in a whole new way. You met them with safety, curiosity, and kindness, instead of with fear. And over time, when you keep responding in this way, your brain will form a new neural pathway. And this can help further to turn down the volume. And in many cases, eliminate them. So, coming back to your breath, taking a breath in and a breath out, really recognizing yourself for showing up here, for working with these challenging thoughts, sensations, and emotions, knowing that you can turn down the volume anytime that you become aware of them. So when you're ready, taking a final breath in, and on the exhale, slowly opening your eyes and coming back to your space. Namaste.